In the wild, we occasionally catch glimpses of a person's behavior and their respect towards others, particularly their mate. During certain ceremonies, the female grifter swoops in, seizing the honors meant for her partner in a cringeworthy display that leaves onlookers in a state of confusion and second-hand embarrassment.
You know, jealousy isn't a good look for anyone. Yet Harry and Meghan proudly display theirs like it's a coat of arms. And just to prove it, they tried hijacking Princess Catherine's headlines simply to hustle some dog bones.
Meghan had to act fast. Danger, danger, red alert. Princess Kate was stealing the limelight in a major way. What could Meghan do to regain the attention? Was it time to press the dog biscuits button? Yes! Somehow, newspapers around the world decided that the Princess of Wales appearing at the King's birthday Trooping of the Colour ceremony, despite her brave battle to beat cancer, was a slightly more compelling story than former game show glamour girl, the Duchess of Sussex, launching her very own range of dog biscuits.
The backlash against the couple was so intense that it almost eclipsed the news that Meghan ignored her father, got shunned by Gwyneth Paltrow, outshined by Victoria Beckham, then outranked by Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, exposed by Nigeria, and finally put in her place by Taylor Swift, who rolled out the red carpet for Prince William's birthday. As for Harry, he got his marching orders from Meghan, put on notice by a judge. The Crown excluded him from all the family events, and as he prepares for the ESPY award he's going to be honored with, fans are angered all over the world. Right now, the Meghans are about as welcome in the royal family as a porcupine is at a nudist colony. What's going on, everybody? I got a scorcher for you today, and I'm not talking about the Texas heat melting everyone into their boots. I'm talking about pulling the curtains back on one very particular pair of posers. And in case you want to see Harry lose another hair follicle, all you got to do if you like the video is hit subscribe, smash the like button, and share this with everyone all over the internet. But most importantly, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, because I'd love to hear what you think about the pair. Now, when it comes to Harry and Meghan, they're simply their own worst enemy. Forget about YouTubers, newspaper writers, and royal reporters. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to write anything or say anything. Just point and go, look, watch the Meghans be themselves.
Are you hanging with Prince Harry? What is that like?
We have hung out with him before.
We literally were doing something similar to this, but not similar to this. We were playing somewhere in England, and we had just flown over and literally had 2 hours sleep, and we were doing a show, and he walked in, Harry, and a bunch of his people around him, and he goes, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "I can't wake up. I'm so tired. I gotta play. I can't wake up." He just goes, "Bam!"
What the?
And I went, "You mother." And then it's two guys are right there, and he's like, "You awake now?" or something like that. I'm like, "Yeah."
I pretended that I was union, and I got there and they were like, "So you're union?" I'm like, "Of course I'm union. Yeah, absolutely I'm union." And then I wasn't. And casting, to this day, those casting directors will never hire me. They never, I can't even remember what their names were.
You told them you were
I told them I was union, and then they had to Taft-Hartley me, which really is just them sending one piece of paperwork to the union, but it makes you...
You're the Mike Ross of...
I was such a fraud.
So he attacked a musician, and she lied to get an acting gig. No real big surprise there. The couple will do absolutely anything to get attention. Just 24 hours ago, Meghan put on her very best Beyonce tracksuit and went for a stroll in the Beverly Hills Park, all for a photo shoot. I think it's fair to say we can call this Meghan's temper tantrum tour, seeking publicity. Or better yet, a delusional D-list Hollywood wannabe is sending her reply to Taylor Swift's sweet revenge after the celebrity singer decided to reject her handwritten invitation to go on her Spotify show and then turned around and gave the royal VIP treatment to Prince William. You know that had to sting, Meghan. But it was the hurricane of flying dishes in Montecito that must have been monumental. You know what I really like about this situation? That you have people like Taylor Swift who reject the Meghan's abuse. Take Gwyneth Paltrow. She finally came to her senses and switched side to Team Wales. She sent a very happy, kind message of support to Princess Catherine. So happy to see that you are happy and well. That's beautiful, brilliant, and on spot. That's what you do when someone's battling for their life, even a stranger. You send your love, but not a single public word of support from either Harry or Meghan. And then you have Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, who relayed to friends in a news report that came out that she now outranks the Hollywood wannabe and no longer has to curtsy to her. But I bet you when she did it right, unlike how Meghan brutally mocked Queen Elizabeth.
It was like that. Like I curtsied as though I was like, pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty.
Still, out of everything that's come out this week, I would have to say it's Tom Bower's new book, The House of Beckham, that is most explosive. It blew the lid off the relationship between the Montecito merchandisers and the Beckhams. First, you had Meghan, who it's reported that she was furious, jealous at Victoria for having more money than her and outshining her. And because of her titles, she felt that she was privileged enough to demand an entire free wardrobe from the designer. So Pa Spice turned around and gave her 6,000 pounds of dresses, hats, bags, and shoes. But that wasn't enough. Yet what spoiled the entire relationship is when Victoria thought that she would reach out to a friend, someone she thought was a friend, and offer her some free makeup advice. That's it. She crossed the unimaginable Rubicon, and Meghan handed out her first marching orders to Harry on how to treat the couple. An explosive new biography of the Beckhams revealed how David got revenge on Prince Harry after Meghan Markle ordered him to snub the footballer at the Invictus Games. Beckham found himself alone at the Invictus Games stadium. Photographs of the two together were forbidden. The royal snub was brutal. David Beckham was puzzled. Why did the prince refuse to meet him? The exclusion order, it later transpired, was issued by Meghan. She did not want any competition in the media from Beckham, and especially not from his wife, Victoria. So there you have it. Meghan might have celebrated a temporary victory by breaking up two friends, but her envious action triggered Beckham's revenge. The man flew 7,600 miles from Qatar to Boston, all to join Prince William, Princess Catherine, the President of the United States, to celebrate the launch of the Earthshot Prize. That celebrity-packed event completely overshadowed the Meghan's PR stunt in the Big Apple. And has anything changed since then? Not a lick. The couple never learned. The California pair continue to behave in a way that turns people off.
I think Meghan really needs Jesus.
Okay. Am I allowed to be truthful here? I really don't like her.
If you thought that reaction was bad, just wait. Wait till more people learn that Harry is going to be honored at the ESPY sports ceremony and be given the Pat Tillman Award for his service.
And Prince Harry will be honored with the Pat Tillman Award for service for his work with wounded warriors with the Invictus Games.
Just so you know, Pat Tillman was an American professional football player who gave up his entire career after the 9/11 attacks in New York on the World Trade Center. He wanted to serve his country. He joined the military and was later killed in Afghanistan. Yet the co-hosts this year, one of them is Serena Williams, the ESPYs, out of everyone in the world and everyone in the United States, who did they decide to pick to honor with an award named after a true war hero? Harry. Harry, the man who turned his back on the royal family, refused to do his duty to the United Kingdom and its citizens. I just got to say, Americans are pissed.
They probably have no idea about the award. They just say, oh, of course, yeah, let's put you up for something. Let's get you, you can go give a great speech here at this American award show.
And I got a chance to talk at the beginning of the ESPYs, but doing something like this is just obviously trying to piss people off. You know what I mean?
It's just a gimmick. It's like you couldn't find like either some active U.S. military member or someone who can't serve anymore because of something that they did while serving, right, who is somehow like there's probably hundreds and thousands of people that they could have found who could have benefited from this award, but instead, let's give it to Prince Harry.
Now, if you think you've seen and heard it all, think again. A new video has emerged that exposes Walmart Wallace's character. But more than that, it highlights the relationship dynamic between her and her frog skin wallet. We can see Harry standing there. He's holding some gifts from a Nigerian official. The man is actually smiling because someone finally remembered that he comes first in the pecking order. He's a prince of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth nations. So he gets the gifts first. He's first. And Nigeria, of course, is a Commonwealth nation. Enter Meghan. She decides to cut in front of him, grab a bracelet, slap it on her wrist, then steal his spotlight, all to snatch Harry's beads. And don't let anyone convince you otherwise, because all you have to do is fast forward 18 seconds later, and you can see that she who must be obeyed had to hand back her beads to her ginger handbag. That's all she wrote.
Fox News is reporting that one of Meghan's oldest friends has also turned on the Duchess. TV presenter Lizzie Cundy, who first met Meghan when she was starring in Suits, said Meghan gets what Meghan wants.
Out of everything we've seen, nothing quite sums up the pair like the way they treat their families. Most especially the way Harry and Meghan treat their fathers. Meghan's the one I want to hear from on my birthday. But here's why I know she won't call. Just weeks from his 80th, a forlorn Thomas Markle sees no hope of a reconciliation with his daughter. Thomas Markle lives in Rosarito, Mexico. That's 250 miles away from the Montecito has-beens and their rescue chickens. Think about it. Thomas Markle, a father entering his twilight years of his life, is going to be 80 on July 18th. He's had heart attacks and strokes. And the one wish that he has is to reconnect with the daughter he gave everything to, sacrificed everything for, and to meet his grandchildren. That's it.
Thomas Markle gives a moving interview to the Mail newspaper saying, "I'd love to meet my grandchildren," he said, "but I'd be happy with a photograph at this stage."
Harry and Meghan need to either start practicing what they publicly preach about love, family, mental health, and healing, or they need to pack up and relocate to a desert island. Put up or shut up, because nothing else is going to work. They can repackage, rebrand, and remake themselves 1,000 times. They will fail. Nothing else will matter. Because people do not like haters or hypocrites. And no one in the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth nations likes the way Harry is treating the king.
Harry does seem to have lost the plot, and how hurtful indeed not to even send a Father's Day message. I mean, we don't know if he did it privately, but, you know, we think normally, you know, Meghan and Harry are very vocal. They're posting about jam, now going to be dog biscuits. Can't post a Father's Day message. For me, that is unforgivable.
I think it's pretty clear Harry didn't send a happy Father's Day message to the king. We can simply deduce that from the fact that the Meghans always publicize everything they do, or they leak it to a friend and then it leaks to the press, because they want to be able to manipulate the media to gain the headlines. They do everything for their own advantage. So when we get silence from them, that sometimes means silence. It doesn't mean they're always running away because they're waiting for some explosive news to break in the headlines. Yet Harry, in a new report that came out, told whatever friends he has left that he doesn't understand why he's being excluded from all the family events. The Crown didn't have him at Trooping the Colors or Royal Ascot. He's been pushed out from all the family hugs, kisses, and cuddles, as it should be, because he turned his back on them. On top of that, we've noticed that Harry did not once try to make any effort to stop his good pal Nacho Figueras from putting out an Instagram post an hour and a half before Trooping the Color to advertise Meghan's raspberry jam and a bottle of dog bones, all so they could try to overshadow Princess Catherine's glorious return. Well, you know what? It's very simple. The Meghans can work as hard as they want. They can try as much as they want. They will never be able to outshine the true love a real princess has for her people. The reality is, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Case in point, the dollar store duke and his delusional diva have spent months playing silly marketing games for their company, AmericanRivieraOrchard.com. And as a result, somebody else has now started their own Shopify site. I think it's brilliant. Because think about how Meghan started this company. Again, she always tries to piggyback on a royal family event. This time, she tried to hijack Prince William's headlines when he was taking the stage for the Diana Legacy Awards. That's hijacking Harry's mother's own headlines for her own shameless self-promotion. And what did she get for that? Ridiculed. And somebody else creating their own ARO website on Shopify who's almost sold out of most of their products. I think it's hilarious. To match that embarrassment, Harry this week was slapped down by a judge who demanded explanations for recent events involving his case against the publishers of The Sun.
Well, Prince Harry is tonight facing accusations he destroyed messages crucial to his phone hacking case. A British judge has ordered an explanation from the royal, who is suing The Sun newspaper.
The Duke is suing News Group Newspapers, publisher of The Sun, over alleged unlawful information gathering. Lawyers for the newspaper wanted draft copies of the Duke's memoir, Spare, as well as texts between him and ghostwriter J.R. Moringer. But Harry's legal team told the court they've all been destroyed. The judge, Mr Justice Fancourt, called it troubling that a large number of potentially relevant documents and confidential messages between the Duke and the ghostwriter were destroyed well after this claim was underway. He added there needs to be a witness statement from the claimant himself, Harry, explaining what happened.
When you get right down to it, character, like cream, always rises to the top. But when it comes to Harry and Meghan, they curdle at the bottom of the cup. The good news is, when it comes to true character, real love, and rare talent, there's a star that's been burning bright ever since her early school days.
Far away from the cold night out, with one enormous chat, wouldn't it be lovely?
If you liked the video and found value in it, hit subscribe, smash the like button, share this with everyone all over the internet, and leave your thoughts in the comments down below of what you think of the Montecito merchandisers. And to win every battle and stay true to yourself, all you have to remember is, we never bow down, we never bend the knee, always forward.
The female grifter once again displays her knack for making a fool of herself and her mate by mocking the 1,000-year-old tradition of showing respect to the leader of the herd.
Pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty.
The male grifter freezes, looking bewildered at the brazen display of disrespect, aware of the dangers of being ostracized from the herd.